Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are actually up at Smeatharpe Airfield doing a driving experience. So today we're going to be driving a Ferrari and an Ariel Atom. So yeah, as you can see, there is all the cars. The Ariel Atom just over there. I can't quite see the Ferrari yet, so yeah, we'll see it in a minute. We're about to go for a briefing in a second though. So yeah, hopefully this will be some epic footage. I've got all in camera for, so we'll have some in-car filming as well as the helmet cam in my helmet just down there. So yeah, hopefully it'll be good, but let's just jump straight into it then and see how it goes then. So here we go for the first car we're driving then, the Ferrari 458. As you can see, there's a load of cars around here, a lot of really nice cars. Obviously the Ariel Atom there that we're just going past, we'll be driving a bit later. But for now, we'll concentrate on the Ferrari. 4 laps around this airfield then. They've plotted cones around the track. Basically, it's not like Thruxton or Castle Coombe where it's a proper track. This one is basically just an airfield with cones slotted around. So straight away as we pull off then, you will notice that the gears are actually going up quite rapidly and quite quickly and go down quite quickly to start with. That's actually not my fault. I actually found out 2 laps in that the car was actually on automatic gearing. I don't really know why it was set to that. I guess the instructor accidentally flicked it on literally just before we got in the car, because after 2 laps I did bring it up to him that it was automatically changing for me and I was noticing it and I was trying to fight it, and he actually changed it off then. It was a lot better after that, but it was a massive shame that that happened, and it happened for the first 2 laps. As you can see, we're just going down the inside here of the Ford Mustang, which is designed like Bumblebee from the Transformers movie. So yeah, the Ferrari was really nice to drive. It's just a bit of a shame that the first 2 laps got ruined by the fact that I was trying to change gear and so was the car automatically, which is a bit of a shame to say the least. So when I was trying to go down to, for example, 3rd gear, it was actually going down to 2nd gear because it was flipping down 2 rather than 1, which is a bit of annoying, but nevertheless we just fought through it. And obviously, like I said, he turned the auto gears off eventually. But this car really does open up here. As you can see, really getting some high speed down the straight. You can see on the dash here going up to 84 miles per hour. Just on a little mini straight there. It goes so quick, this car. And it's even quicker in person, to be honest. The video doesn't quite capture how quick it really goes. But as we come through the hairpin then very nicely, yeah, I was trying to just push it a little bit, and he actually did say I had to just slow it down just a little bit because I was driving it quite aggressively and a little bit over pace. Obviously, you know, I do a lot of karting on this channel, so I just tried to open it up a little bit. I was a little bit more competitive than the other people that just wanted to drive it around. So yeah, when he saw me win there with my gloves, obviously as you can see in the camera, trying to fully push it, he did tell me to slow down a bit and be a bit more smoother, which is a bit of a shame, but nevertheless I had to respect that. Obviously they don't know what my racing career is like, so for all they know I could be some novice just about to bomb it around and absolutely bin it into the grass, which would not have helped them at all. But nevertheless, as we head down in towards the turn 1 section, once again a very nice sweeping left-hander here, as we're just coming up to another car just ahead of us here as we fly through the little chicane section then. Obviously we're coming to the hairpin here, and he told me that I had to back off and can't overtake until I get signalled and he moves out the way. So obviously he goes on the outside there on the left, so I'm going to go down the inside then, accelerate very nicely out of the corner and head in towards the next chicane section very nicely. And obviously now we can open it up a bit down the straight. Once again, let's see how fast we can hit down this one. Obviously now we've got the manual gears, managed to get up to 87 miles per hour there down the back straight, just showing how quick this car is. It's barely a straight, that one. Honestly, you get from one side of it to the other in about a snap of a finger, honestly, because this car is just so fast. As we head in towards the hairpin section once again, as we head down another back straight then, obviously we can try and open it up. It's not quite as long as the other one, so I don't quite get as much speed as last one, but nevertheless we got up to about 71 there as we head down through the left, right and then final left corner. And a bit of a tight left-hander here as well. We really need to go slow there, going down at 20 miles per hour. And now as we head down, back down the straight towards the final chicane then for the final time, as that was my 4th and final lap. Sadly we didn't have any more laps in that one because I really feel like I could have done a lot better and had a bit more fun. and especially with the little auto gear problem that we had. I really wish that didn't have happened, and I really recommend that maybe if the instructors are watching this or Everyman Racing are watching this, probably make sure and double check that you have the auto gears off, because that kind of ruined my experience just a little bit. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed the Ferrari and really enjoyed that experience, and the guy was very nice, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I guess now we will move on to the next experience in the Ariel Atom Supercharged then. So here we go for the Ariel Atom Supercharged 2 laps. Sadly, I have only got 2 laps in this one, not 4 laps, as I could only buy 2 laps, sadly, which is a bit of a shame, because I feel like I would have enjoyed this one with doing 4 laps compared to the Ferrari, but it's okay. Nevertheless, as you can see, he's actually doing the gears on this one. He only changes up once, which is when we have got out on track, and that's it really, so there's no really big problem with it. So as we pull away then to come out of the pit lane, as you can see, all the nice beautiful cars we're going to go past then coming out the pits: Aston Martins, Audis, Mustangs, Ferraris. It's so nice. Even the Toyota Mitsubishi coming out from Fast and Furious, the first one, which is really nice to say the least. Here we go then, as we head out on track. He flips up the gear for the first and only time as we head out then through towards turn 1, the sweeping left-hander. Very nice and smooth on this one. You really got to watch out and not hit the brakes too hard, as it is rear wheel drive, so if you slam on the brakes you're probably going to lock up and, well, either go straight on or completely spin, so that's not ideal to say the least. And also you really need to be careful on the steering. If you truck it around too hard, then you will actually end up spinning off and possibly crashing, so let's try and avoid doing that then as we head through the chicane section. Now we can open up for the first time then. As you can see, you get some mega speed down the straight here, and just showing the helmet cam really shows how quickly you go in these cars. That was about 82, 83 miles per hour I think, so pretty quick to be honest, to say the least, as we head down towards the chicane section now towards the hairpin. And we are going to flick over to the camera that they supply as well, just to show a little bit of the camera on board instead of just my helmet cam, as we head through the final couple of corners to the final corner then, the really tight left-hander. It's very bumpy, that one. You really got to watch out there and not run the ditch a bit too aggressively, or else you'll easily spin off if you hit it too badly. As we head down towards the hairpin section once again then, back on the helmet cam, as we will try and open up a little bit more down the back straight once again. Obviously this one's a bit shorter, so we can't open it up as much. As you can see there's the brake sign, so we will lift off and start braking now as we head into the final few corners once again, this time in the helmet cam. And yeah, you've really got to watch out there and just not hit that yellow cone and hit the ditch, because you will spin off into the other cones on the right there, which would not be ideal to say the least. But nevertheless then, we head down to the final chicane section then, as we take it very nicely there, and we will obviously have one more lap, so we'll try and make this lap count. As you can see a couple cars just coming out on track there. We'll see if we can try and catch them up. It's going to be quite difficult, as they should be a little bit quicker and they're a bit ahead of us, but obviously if we do catch up we have to watch out, because we can't just send it down the inside of them. We have to wait for them to signal out the way. But nevertheless, we are coming up towards the sweeping left-hander once again, and we have caught them down very quickly, so I think they should signal when they come up to the hairpin section. Obviously we've got a quick chicane that we can try and catch them up a little bit in as well. Obviously the competitive person in me wanted to try and get past them, so they obviously went to the outside there, signaled, so I did go down the inside and make a move stick very nicely on them. Obviously they got out of the way, and it was kind of obvious that I was going to get through eventually, as they were only just coming out on track. As now we can start pushing again as we go down the massive back straight once again, really trying to open it up as much as possible before the end of this session. And now we have to hit on the brakes then just before the quick chicane section, and we take it very nicely once again, coming up towards the hairpin section for the final time then. I really enjoyed this experience actually. Obviously the Ferrari was a bit of a shame the first 2 laps, but it still was great fun to do, and it was still an incredible experience, and the Ariel Atom was a great way to end the day and an incredible experience to say the least. I definitely think that I enjoyed the Formula Renault experience a little bit more, just because it was actually on a proper racetrack and I'm more of a single-seater racing car person. But nevertheless, the Ariel Atom was still an incredible experience as well. Obviously it's an open cockpit, so it was really good to say the least, and I really enjoyed every moment of it. and I probably will do it again at some point. So yeah, nevertheless, so we come through the hairpin on board with the Everyman Racing camera on the car. So we are literally coming towards the end of my 2 laps then, as we come up to the final few corners now, as we take it very nicely, take that final left-hander, really tight left-hander there, coming up towards the final chicane section, and that will be my final few corners in this car. Hopefully I will be able to come back sometime and have a go in this car again, because it definitely was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I definitely would recommend anyone do it, to be honest, whether you have racing experience or not. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty well run. Obviously, I know that the Ferrari had a bit of a problem with the auto gears, but nevertheless, I definitely think that you should give it a go, and just also make sure that the auto gears are off. That will be something I'll look out for next time myself. But yeah, nevertheless, that is the end of my day then, as we head back into the pits and park up the Ariel Atom and make our way out of the car then. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Alright guys, so I'm now back at home. It was quite an interesting experience, to say the least. The Ferrari was absolutely mental, to say the least. It just absolutely flew down the back straight, as you'll see in the video. I apologise about the quality of the Ferrari camera. It's not the best. Sadly, it wasn't my camera. It was the camera that they supply, and I just get the video afterwards. The Ariel Atom one was obviously a lot better, because I used my helmet cam inside my visor. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like and subscribe. I know it wasn't a massively long video, just a little bit something different and a little bit of an interesting experience, to say the least. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.